51 over here. I hope you're having a splendid day wherever you are in the world. Guys, it is time for round number 10, the third last round of our F2 2018 championship. We are at the Temple of Speed for Monza, and I'm sure you guys saw the length of this video and you guys are like, why is it so long? Trust me, you want to stick through till the end of this video. It's a excellent episode this. Trust me, you want to stay. So let's go straight into the Italian Grand Prix qualifying.
An interesting practice session there then. Let's remind ourselves of the top three, which are De Vries, Cuoco and Lando Norris. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds. The pit lane will be open shortly, which means it's nearly time for qualifying to begin the Italian F2 feature race here in Monza.
Jumping into qualifying, guys. You guys know since Hungary we've been doing one-shot qualifying. It is just much more easier. It's just much easier than doing the full qualifying. It saves me a little bit of time. So one-shot qualifying really works for me. I do enough practice in the practice sessions to get a hang of the one-shot qualifying. But guys, as we head onto our lap, please be a boss and destroy the like button down below. It's only going to take you 2 seconds. As we start our lap here at Monza, guys, we're heading down the main straight. This track is not called the Temple of Speed just for name's sake. It really is the Temple of Speed. Getting close to 335 kilometers an hour in an F2 car. First gear into the first chicane. Very, very tight line. It's very hard to get the grip, to put the power down with these cars to rear grip levels. I accidentally dip a right front wheel in the grass. We keep to the inside of this very long right-hander. It's flat on almost basically in any car you go through there. Heading into the second chicane, late onto the brakes. Second gear, bounce the car over the curbs on both sides of the track. Have a little bit of guts there, otherwise, because the car does seem to get unsettled. But if you have the perfect line, you can still put down the power quite early as you bounce the car over the second part of the chicane. Heading into the first of the two right-handers. Through the second run, bounce the car over the inside and the outside curve. Put the power down as early as possible. Open up DRS as we head down the hill, underneath the tunnel, into the final trip chicane. Before we head to the final corner, which is Parabolica. Heading through the... I think it's not a Scari. It's not a Scari. Is it a Scari? I can't remember, guys. I really need to go literally learn the track names of tracks that I love. In any case, heading down the final backstretch, guys, heading into Parabolica. You guys can see currently we are P4. We just jumped to P4. We were P5. Heading into Parabolica for the final time. Third gear, get the car to turn in, hug the inside and put the power down as early as humanly possible. Otherwise, you will lose too much time. Heading down the home straight for the last little bit of time. Crossing the line, we are P!
So qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top three are Russell, Albon and Nick De Vries. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the feature race gets itself underway. Welcome everybody to the heart of Italian motor racing, Monza. We're here with Formula 2 for what ought to be an extravaganza of excitement and action. Let's head to the start line and get underway. Monza is situated 12 miles northeast of Milan. It's 3.6 miles long and offers 11 corners. 7 of those are chicanes, putting a premium on good braking stability and traction. With a good slipstream plus the 2 DRS zones available, there should be a number of good passing opportunities on offer. In the commentary box for the big race today, I'm Alex Jakes, and joining me once again, it's Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as well as being the 2012 GP2 champion, you also have experience as a test driver in F1. What would you say are the biggest differences for people fresh to the world of F2?
Well, Alex, I think it's an exciting time in Formula 2 right now. For spectators, a lot of excitement comes from all the drivers being in the same car. That puts the emphasis on driver skills, meaning lots of overtakes, which means exciting race for us.
Let's take a look at the grid positions for today's race. A fantastic effort from George Russell yesterday puts him on pole position, with Alexander Albon starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have De Vries, Norris, Luca Ghiotto, Ansete Camara, Markelov, Aitken, Latifi, Louis Delatraz, Galeo, Cuoco, Nurey Fukuzumi, and Gunter, Meri, Boccolacci, Maney, and Tadasuke Makino. Lorandi and Nico Kari completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
I will try not to let you down, Jeff. Guys, easy one stop, you guys know all the way. I'm going the normal strategy of the AI. So guys, please jam with me on the formation lap. And guys, let's enjoy this Italian feature race. Let's go, baby.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyre.
You guys ready for the feature race here at the Temple of Speed at Monza? Guys, we are P4 right behind George Russell, Alexander Albon and Nick De Vries. We head to 5 red lights and it's go, go, go for the Italian Grand Prix. We have a very good timing of the lights, but the car bogs down in second gear. We are heading into the first corner. It's a very long run to the first corner. You guys see George Russell goes defensive. Nick De Vries tries to make a move on Alexander Albon for P2. I'm up the inside of Alexander Albon and Nick De Vries. I make a little bit of contact, but I'm on the outside for the second part of the chicane. George Russell is going to have a beautiful bolt of fresh air ahead of him. We are already more than a second behind thanks to my stupid move. I should have waited and held a little bit back. But guys, I just saw the opportunity, and to be quite honest, I was a little bit late onto the brakes. I cannot lie, I should have braked earlier. So when I was late to the brakes, I just decided, well man, let's go for it. It doesn't help we sit back at this. You guys see Nick De Vries on the outside for the first one. As I hit Alexander Albon, he hits Nick De Vries, who bounces his car over the inside of the second part of the chicane. And now it's him and Alexander Albon going side by side. We are under pressure from Luca Ghiotto, and he actually passes us because he got a better run out of the first chicane. We jump back to our POV for our start. You guys can see I am just way too late onto the brakes. Heading into the first corner, I just go, and then I just jump too late onto the brakes. I go for the move, I make a hefty bit of contact. It was a little bit harder than I thought, but just there, Alexander Albon gets me back and hits my left front wheel with his right rear. And that just gives Luca Giotto the perfect opportunity to pass me. So it is at this stage George Russell leading the way from Alexander Albon in second, Nick de Vries in third, Luca Giotto in fourth, myself driving as Lando Norris in fifth. Guys, you guys see I go for a move up the inside of both Nick de Vries and Alexander Albon. That was a very late move, but much more clean than the first corner move. That was an absolutely beautiful overtake as we get this Colin into P2 and try and chase after George Russell. Guys, at this stage in P3 it is still Alexander Albon. Oh, has a massive lockout heading into Parabolica, and now he's under pressure from Nick de Vries. And guys, this first home stretch is so long, you don't necessarily need DRS. DRS only gets activated at lap 3. We are only starting lap 2 now, and you guys can see already Nick de Vries is trying to pull alongside Alexander Albon as we head into the first chicane. They are side by side, and even Luca Giotto in the background is trying something, but he's just too far back. Side by side for Alexander Albon and Nick de Vries as we head through the first chicane. Nick de Vries is going to have the line as they get out of the corner, but he puts wheels onto the curb, and that is not very good for that Prema car. Oh boy, they are side by side heading through the flat out right hander, and side by side heading into the second chicane. It's Alexander Albon on the inside for the first part, Nick de Vries on the inside for the second part. He gives Albon the squeeze, and Nick de Vries gets his Prema into P3. And as you guys see now, heading on to the end of lap 3, the start of lap 4, now Alexander Albon is going to have DRS. He opens up that rear wing, and now it is time for him to make a move on Nick de Vries to take back his P3 position. I am in P2, struggling to catch up to George Russell, guys. George Russell just had phenomenal pace, so there was absolutely nothing I could do about George. He was running away with this, so I was just trying to limit the damage and try and make sure that Alexander Albon stays behind me for this race. And now you guys can see even Luca Giotto is getting in on the fight with Nick de Vries and Alexander Albon. Excuse that, there was a little bit of a breath stealer there. I'm trying to talk too fast and talk without taking any breaths. So that's why I sometimes disappear, guys. You guys can see Luca Giotto goes up the inside of Nick de Vries, and he gets his car into P4. Let's see if he can chase after Alexander Albon and see if he can take a podium position, guys. But guys, heading on to the end of lap 5, I think this is. You guys can see it is Alexander Albon diving his damn car into the pit lane. He actually got a gap on the rest of the field. So first, second and third, I've got quite a reasonable gap between them. I just need to try and stay consistent. I'm still not going into the pit lane. I'm staying out till lap 6 to get the most possible pace out of those soft tires. Guys, I could have come in on lap 4, lap 5. I just felt that my tires had the pace to go a little bit further. You guys see Alexander Albon goes onto the medium tires. Come on, it's a massive hold up for Alexander Albon in the pit lane because of other cars coming in with him, guys. That's why I hate to go with most of the AI, because you 90% of the time you will get held up in the pit lane. The end of the very next lap, lap 6, it is George Russell into the pit lane. You guys can see the massive gap he has compared to, well, to me, not compared to me, the massive gap he has to me. So George Russell is really at this stage dominating this feature race. I'm in P2, just trying to defend it, but as you guys see, there's a massive gaggle of cars behind me, so I might even get held up in this pit lane scenario. Let's just hope we don't get held up. We go onto the medium, softs off, and we do get held up by the damn squad of Nicholas Latifi. Oh my word, we just come out ahead of, I think, Louis Delatraz. Oh guys, this is not good. Where's Alexander Albon? He's already through Parabolica. He's coming down the home straight. Oh no. Where am I? I'm exiting the pit lane now, guys. It's just too late. His overspeed is going to kill me, and Alexander Albon steals P2 from under my nose. Ah! Come on. And oh guys, we head on to, I think it's at the end of lap 8, and guys, Alexander Albon just bolted from me, and now I'm under pressure from Luca Giotto. So this is for a podium position. So going from P2 all the way down to P4 as things are looking now. Heading into the first chicane, then later to the brakes. I'm on the outside for the first part, inside for the second part. I bounce my car over the curbs and I try and get the power down. Luckily we can do that, and we are still in third place for this race. Guys, heading on to lap 10. Now Nick de Vries has caught up to the back of me and Luca Giotto. Heading into Parabolica. It is Luca Giotto around the outside. What a beautiful move from Luca Giotto. And I'm not even going to have DRS because the DRS detection is as you head into Parabolica. So I'm going to have to do this on pure slipstream. And now Nick de Vries is right behind me, who has got DRS. Oh boy, we are heading down the main straight. Onto the brakes. I'm ahead of Luca Giotto, but now Nick de Vries is up my inside. Always a little bit of a shunt there from Nick's side. But we get the car turned and we keep the car ahead of Nick de Vries' Prema. Oh boy, it is Carlin versus Prema versus Charouz. Oh my word, Nick de Vries is coming for me again as we start lap 12 of 15 of this feature race. You guys can see I just don't have the pace to keep up with Alexander Albon, but actually, why is he so close? Wait a minute, why is Alexander Albon so close? Wait, we have to hear from the radio. Wait.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. They have some kind of mechanical problem. The time last lap was a 1 minute 33.4. You're taking 1.8 seconds out of them each lap.
1.8 seconds, oh my soul, guys, we can still get P2 in this Grand Prix. Guys, you see, as we start lap 13, we are right behind Alexander Albon. We try and move up on the outside of the first corner, but we are just too far behind. But guys, he's got some sort of power lack or something, because he's just not competitive in the straights at all. And Monza is an engine specific track. You want a good power unit for this track, and now he's got a problem. I think it's maybe a turbo problem. Something has gone wrong there for Alex, and he actually tries and bumps me as we head into the second chicane. But it's a beautiful move from my side as we get our car back up to P2. Guys, look at the replay from Alex's side. He's actually very unsporty. And look here, he has a little bit of a jolt to the inside just to let me know he's still there. But I get the move done. It doesn't really faze me, but that was just like, really, Alex? Really? In any case, guys, now he's trying to defend from... Wow! Guys, look at Nick de Vries around the outside of the first of the two Detners. Wow! Wow, wow, wow. That's a beautiful move from Nick de Vries. And guys, now, I don't know where Luca Giotto overtook Nick de Vries again, but it's still Nick de Vries and Luca Giotto chasing after me. And stuff is not looking good for me at this stage. Luca Giotto, leave me alone. We head through the trip chicane and he gets the run out of the trip chicane. We are right behind him now with Nick de Vries right behind us. Hopefully we stay behind him so we will have the DRS for the main straight. But we go for the move up the inside of the Parabolica to try and defend also from Nick de Vries as we mount a move on Luca Giotto. Oh, Giotto is still around the outside. He's going to have the drive coming out of Parabolica. Guys, it's the last lap. No, you're not going to steal this. No!
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for ART today. Tell me, Davide, what was the key to this success?
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can. It's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display of driving skill. And now, let's take a look at the driver's standings. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Arjan Maini. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Carlin have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, good work from Campos this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. And here we are, back after yesterday's exciting feature race for today's sprint. The top 8 from yesterday have been reversed for the grid down below, and we're almost ready to start. I'm not the only one sitting here today who's looking forward to today's race. My friend and ex-GP2 champion Davide Valsecchi next to me is already on the edge of his seat awaiting the start of the event. How's it going today?
Hello there, Alex. I'm great, thank you, and very excited to get started. I have a feeling we are in for a very special event today.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Luca Giotto is a thief! Oh, guys, he stole my P2 at the final corner around the outside of Parabolica. I can't believe that. First of all, okay, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm disappointed because I should have just put the power down earlier. I was a little bit hasty on my power delivery coming out of Parabolica because of my worn tires. But first of all, GG's to Luca Giotto. That was a beautiful move. But it sucks when you are the car that gets a podium stolen from him at the very last bloody corner. I did it the previous Grand Prix to Sergio set a camera, and now I know how that feels thanks to Luca Giotto.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Thank you, Jeff. But guys, that sucked. Oh man, GG's Luca Giotto once again. GG's. But that was disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. 5 red lights for the sprint race. Go for the sprint race. Guys, Jack Aitken and Artem Markelov are the leading two for this sprint race. As you guys see, it's a beautiful sight of all these F2 cars coming down the main straight, heading into the first quarter for the first time. Remember guys, sprint race, no pit stops, just pure racing all the way to the checkered flag. You guys can see Artem Markelov takes the lead away from Jack Aitken as we go through the first corner. I think Louis Delatraz is in P3 with Nicolas Latifi in P4. It looks like Louis Delatraz in P3 as if he comes to a closer camera angle. I will see if it's the number 20 on the third car on the grid. You guys can see heading into the second chicane, and it's still Jack Aitken right behind Artem Markelov. And who is that? Why are we on Jack Aitken's car? In any case, guys, you guys can see once again, I timed the lights almost perfectly, but my car just bogs down in second gear. So we are going to get jumped a little bit by Luca Giotto, but I am not finishing behind this guy again. I'm telling you guys, even if it means I'm only getting P8 and he gets P9, I will not finish behind Luca Giotto again. No. Guys, coming out of the first corner, we do get ahead of Luca Giotto, and now we've got a little bit of a gap to us and the cars ahead, but I prefer it that way going into the second chicane, because these guys hold each other up immensely, so I can be easy onto the brakes and not run into anybody else. If you're close, it's much easier to run into somebody else, but we go up the inside of Nick de Vries. Well, look what I told you guys. They bunch up going into that corner, but Nick de Vries still defends his position beautifully as Luca Giotto tries to have a look up my inside. The two guys I battled for basically the second half of the feature race is now once again the two cars who are putting me under pressure and who I am trying to pressure. So I'm caught in the middle of a Prema and Charouz sandwich. The guys heading into the trip chicane for the first time. You guys can see we successfully defend from Luca Giotto, and we are trying to get a run on Nick de Vries, maybe heading into Parabolica, otherwise down the main straight. We come out of the trip chicane right behind Nick de Vries. As we are right behind, I think we are going to have a look up the inside, but I don't think there's going to be space. Nope, he's too far ahead. We are late to the brakes, we have a little look, but we decide against it, otherwise that would have been just hefty contact. We are in P6, we started P6. Damn it, man, thanks to Luca Giotto. I almost said P7 because I wanted P2 in that feature race. But in any case, guys, Luca Giotto is right up my gearbox. He is so close, but because we have the slipstream of Nick de Vries, he just can't get his car past me. Light up to the brakes, going up the inside of Nick de Vries. Once again, they get held up. It's a little bit of contact between myself and Nick, but he still keeps that position as we come out of the first chicane. And as you guys see, the car just spins in second gear coming out of the first chicane. Guys, it's so hard to get the grip coming out of that first chicane in these F2 cars. They are so unpredictable, especially on these medium tires around the Circuit de Monza. But guys, heading into the second chicane for the second time, we are right up to the gearbox of Nick de Vries. We have a little bit of a kick of oversteer coming out of the second chicane. But guys, now heading on to the end of lap 2, we are right behind Nick de Vries. This time once again heading into Parabolica. We are going to go to the inside for a very late move up the inside. We keep our inside line, we make the move stick, and that is That is us up into P5. Oh my word, I have to talk like a robot to get my words out correctly. Guys, at the lead is still Artem Markov, but now Jack Aitken has said, no. I started P1, I want to finish P1. So here goes Jack, DRS is open, he goes to the inside of Artem Markov. Artem gives him a bit of a squeeze, but heading into the first chicane, Jack Aitken will successfully get the move done on Artem. Maybe not. Artem's front ring is still in there. Going in, yes, Aitken gets the move done. Guys, now we go jump back onto Artem Markov's POV, the Russian time driver, as he is going after Jack Aitken. And things are looking very juicy at this stage. He goes for the move up the inside of Jack Aitken in the second DRS detection zone. Outside for the second part of the trip chicane, inside for the third part, and he squeezes Jack out to the curb. But guys, look behind, they hold up all of the drivers behind them, and now we are going 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. Guys, look at me, we are going to make a 4-car move. Sorry about that. Oh, that's a beautiful move. We run a little bit wide. We get bumped down back to P3, maybe P4. Now P3, we are right alongside Jack Aitken. Guys, that's a 4-car move from my side. We have to watch the replay. Guys, look, Artem and Aitken hold up. This is Louis Delatraz, by the way. They hold up Louis. Louis goes to the outside. I get a beautiful run through the trip chicane, and as Alexander Albon gets held up, I go to the inside. I go for a massive dive up the inside, but I am too late onto the brakes. I run out wide onto the AstroTurf, and they jump in his back. Poor Louis Delatraz gets a really bumpy and bargy run through the Parabolica, and he is down to P5. But guys, back to the battle on the main straight. It is, I'm going for the lead. I go for a massive dive up the inside, late onto the brakes. I'm once again very late. I avoid contact with Artem Markov. He bounces his car over the curb. We take the lead! Woo! In 2 corners, we went from P5 to P1. That's a beautiful move. You guys see, I avoided Alexander Albon and Jack Aitken coming out of Parabolica. But this is Alexander Albon's POV. He is right behind Jack Aitken. He falls back into the slipstream as Jack tries to mount a move on me. But Alex also defends from Louis Delatraz. Heading into the first corner, you guys can see it's a massive dive from my side. Artem bounces his car very roughly over the inside curve of the second turn of the first chicane, and that we are going through this flat out right-hander. It is still Jack Aitken and Artem Markov fighting away, but I think Jack has got it done this time. Heading into the second chicane, they are side by side heading into the chicane. Jack is on the outside for the first part, the inside for the second part. Is he going to make the move stick on Artem Markov? I think he is. Is Artem? No, Artem is still there. Artem Markov, the Russian driver, is still right alongside Jack Aitken as we go through the first of the 2 death through the second one. Jack bounces his car over the inside curb. They are still side by side. This is a full half a lap, not a full lap, side by side. And Alexander Albon behind them is just looking to get something done. We are going 3 wide into the trip chicane. Alexander Albon goes for the move on Artem Markov. He's right alongside Jack Aitken, but he can't get Jack. Jack is into P2. Alexander Albon is into P3. No, wait, Artem Markov goes around the outside. Oh my word, guys, one day I am going to pass out. I can't keep up with everything. Look at the gaggle of cars behind them. I'm trying to bolt away while these guys are battling, but now Jack is trying to chase me down as he has gapped these guys. Guys, Artem Markov is around. Oh, there's a spin! Was there contact? Oh my soul. What a rough 2 laps, or 1 lap, 1 lap, 2 laps, 1.5 lap, I don't know. Guys, there was contact. Louis Delatraz makes contact with Artem Markov's side pod, which sends him into a spin. It's a massive hold-up. A few cars get through. Where is the safety car? There should have been a safety car there. Where is the safety car? Oh my soul, guys, sorry for the yelling, but oh my soul, what a crazy, lap and a half. Oh my word. Poor Louis Delatraz, who in the previous Grand Prix for the feature race had to go for a pit stop. Now, once again, being involved in an accident, he has lost so much points. Guys, this is the view, I think, from Maximilian Günther, if I'm not mistaken. Otherwise, it's the Japanese driver, I'm not sure. You guys see, he just gets to the outside. An easy few positions for this BWT driver. And oh my word, that is Nicholas Latifi, who also had a terrible feature race and started way back in the sprint race. But yeah, what a crazy few minutes here for the sprint race here at Monza. Guys, we are leading the way comfortably, heading through the first and the second death. Oh, we go wide! No! That is our lead down the drain. What have I just done? Oh my soul, guys, it's Spain all over again. Mistakes. Why? Now Jack Aitken has got DRS on me, heading down, downhill through the tunnel into the trip chicane. Jack goes to the inside. I am on dirty tires thanks to that stupid gravel trap and grass, but we defend the position for now. But heading up into Parabolica, it's another straight, and once again Jack is going to have the slipstream on me. Guys, the grid is so scattered after that accident with Artem Markelov and Louis Delatraz. It is just me and Jack Aitken fighting for P1 and Alexander Albon and Artem Markelov fighting for P3. But if me and Jack keep this up, those two drivers will definitely join this battle, and then we have got a big problem. Oh no, come on, leave me alone, Jack, leave me alone. Heading down the main straight, Jack Aitken goes to the inside. Guys, there's nothing I can do. Onto the brakes. He is on the inside for the first part of the chicane. I'm on the outside. He bounces the car over the curb. I bounce my car over the curb. And we are going out of the first corner side by side. And also Artem Markelov and Alexander Albon are battling away. Everything is popping off here in Italy. Oh my word, I think this is more entertaining than an F1 race. Well, my Italian Grand Prix for the F1 was quite boring when you compare it to this. Oh my soul. Guys, through the second chicane, I just defeat P1. I give Jack the squeeze, but that has just given Alexander Albon and Artem Markelov enough time to catch up to the rear of us. So now it's a 4-car battle for the win of the sprint race. I needed to feature race of the sprint race here at the Temple of Speed in Italy. Oh my word, going down the hill into the trip chicane. You guys can see that Alexander Albon has got DRS on us because he is within 1 second of Jack Aitken. Jack once again goes for the move around the outside. Guys, we've got less than 3 laps to go. Basically 2 1/4. Bouncing the car over the inside curve. And guys, look at the terrible exit I get out of the trip chicane heading into Parabolica. It is Jack Aitken coming right alongside me. Albon tries to make a move, but the road is blocked off. Markelov goes to the inside. Onto the brakes heading into Parabolica. Oh my word, there's contact from the side. What the? Jack Aitken hit me. Artem Markelov takes the lead from P4 all the way to P1. Alexander Albon is now P2. We go from the lead all the way down to P4. And we don't even have DRS thanks to us leading the way into Parabolica. Guys, my voice is going to be away at the end of this Grand Prix. We are once again almost 4 wide heading into the first corner. But it's Markelov challenging Alexander Albon. Albon challenging Markelov for the lead of the Grand Prix. And now heading out of the first corner, we squeeze out Jack Aitken to get ourselves back up into P3. But still, I will not have another victory. The previous time it was a podium, but I will not have a victory get stolen from underneath my nose, just like I had a podium stolen from under my nose just 10 minutes ago in the feature race, thanks to Luca Giotto. Not happening, guys. You guys can see I'm doing everything to try and get past Artem and Albon. I have a look almost in every corner, but these guys are side by side. Artem Markelov loves this side by side racing, it seems to me. Heading to the second Etna, it is now Alexander Albon, my championship rival, leading the way from Artem Markelov in second, myself driving as Lando Norris in third, and Jack Aitken in fourth. This is still anybody's Grand Prix. I tell Jeff to shut up because he was talking the whole time and he was starting to hinder my concentration. Guys, we've got a lap and a quarter to go. A beautiful run through the trip chicane. We go around the outside of Artem Markelov. That was a beautiful move, right behind Alexander Albon. Oh, I have to breathe. Almost all around the outside of Alexander Albon, exactly where they make the move on me, but I'm a little bit early onto the brakes and Alexander Albon is really late onto the brakes. Jack Aitken goes for a move up the inside of Artem Markelov, but now we are going to have DRS going down the main straight on Alexander Albon. Thanks to Aitken going for a move on Markelov, we've got a bit of a gap to the third and fourth place drivers. Guys, DRS open, we go to the outside. Thanks to DRS, it's Alexander Albon versus myself. Alex goes very late onto the brakes, heading into the first corner. It is myself via Alexander Albon, Lando Norris via Alexander Albon. We get the move done! We are back into P1. Woo! Guys, it's the end of lap 11. Oh my soul, we really had to fight for that. This has been absolutely epic. How did we get this car through in one piece? How did we get the win? Albon, Aitken and Markelov. GG's, guys. GG's. What a win here in Italy!
So as they climb out of the car, the Carlin team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. And I have to wonder, Davide Valsecchi, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think this race was won thanks to the tire management. You have to remember, it's not just about going as fast as you can, it's about consistency. It's about maintaining your speed over an entire race distance. So being able to keep the lap time competitive while still respecting the tires, that's where they won today.
And there you have it, today's winners. Having raced some of the biggest names in F1 to date, Carlin have once again shown their expertise when it comes to recruiting new talent. No doubt today's winners have a bright future ahead of them. They certainly deserve it after today's performance. After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Lando Norris, who extends his advantage at the top of the championship. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Nico Kari. He's beginning to get a reputation for solid, consistent driving, and he definitely delivered on that reputation today.
And here's how things are shaping up in the Teams Championship. Carlin have extended their lead at the top of the standings. There was also a strong showing from the Russian time team today as they make their way up the standings. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Guys, what a race. Guys, my voice is gone. My voice is gone. That's the first time since basically Spain that a feature race has gotten me this pumped up, this crazy. Guys, once again, rest in peace, headphone users. I screamed so lot in that sprint race, but can you guys blame me? Oh my soul, you can't blame me. That was absolutely epic. Now you guys understand why I said stay till the end of this video. Once again, I apologize for the extremely long video. But guys, you guys need to know by now, if I have a long video, it is worth watching because there's a lot of action. There's a lot that happens. And it's usually going to be an action-packed video from start till finish. Oh my soul, guys, I'm gonna go lie down after this. I'm gonna get myself a nice cold glass of water. And I'm gonna go lie down on my bed, take a nap. Because after that sprint race, guys, honestly, I don't know how I won that. I don't know how I stayed with those guys. My tires were falling off the cliff those last 2 laps. But Jack Aitken, the reason I made the mistake was thanks to my tires being so worn. But Jack Aitken, Alexander Albon, and I almost said Nicholas Latifi, but Artem Markelov, you 3 guys, GG's. This is the race of the season. Out and out, the best race of the season. I do not see how Russia or Abu Dhabi is going to beat this race. Oh my freaking word. Guys, please, if I haven't earned your like, I don't know what else I've got to do. Go down below, hit the like, it's going to take you 2 seconds. Also, if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe. Don't forget to ding the bell to have all your F1 2019 and Dirt 4 needs met. Guys, we're taking a bit of a break from GT Sport. I'll explain that in a later on video. But please subscribe and share this absolutely crazy video with your friends. You know you want to. Just do it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I'll see y'all for the next round in Russia. Cheers!